So today's training is about how to connect. In this training, I want to dive deeper into the neuroscience of connection to help you understand brain chemistry and how it fuels success in love, in attraction, and even in business. Because in the last, over a decade actually, I've done quite some coaching, quite some mentoring, quite some training, and we had a lot of business guys coming. And they mastered the art of strategy. They mastered the art of negotiation. They know exactly why, what, and how when it comes to business. They also understood that data drives decisions and that psychology influences outcomes. So what if you could apply that same science to the most complex and rewarding areas of life? Genuine attraction, deep bonding, and powerful influence. What if you understood the actual brain chemistry, the hormones, the neurotransmitters, the neural pathways that all create profound connections, not just in romance, but in building loyal teams, in closing high-ticket sales, and forging unbreakable bonds with brothers or with women. Today I'm going to unlock the neuroscience of connection, giving you a powerful framework to elevate your relationships in every domain. In this training, you're going to discover the key neurochemicals involved in attraction, in trust, and in bonding. And we're going to demystify how these brain states are triggered and how they are sustained, and more crucially, how you can intentionally cultivate environments and interactions with women so that they are activated. I'm going to give you 5 actionable steps to leverage this scientific understanding, transforming to connect deeply, inspire loyalty and desire, and achieve success both in your personal and your professional life. So for the ones who are unfamiliar with this bald head and a Dutch accent, my name is Rink. I'm from the Netherlands. Throughout the last 16, 17, 18 years, I've guided countless high-performing individuals, from C-suite executive to startup founders to the average man like myself, in understanding the hidden levers of human connection. These men, they came seeking an edge in leadership, in team cohesion, in personal relationships. So by demystifying the brain's role in attraction and bonding, we've empowered them to build not just successful ventures, not just deeply fulfilling lives, but also amazing intimate relationships with awesome women. So this is not about manipulation, it's about mastering human nature. Let's start with the story of David. David is a 42-year-old tech CEO. He's brilliant, he was driven, and his company was thriving, yet he felt disconnected. His team respected him, but it lacked cohesion. His romantic relationships were often short-lived, lacking depth. He realized he was approaching human connection like a spreadsheet, logical, but devoid of emotional resonance. So when he began to understand the neuroscience of connection, he started fostering environments that triggered oxytocin, that triggered dopamine. And his team's loyalty soared, innovation flourished. He finally was able to build a relationship with an amazing lady rooted in profound trust and mutual investment. David learned that the most powerful connections are biologically engineered. Let us dive into 5 steps that you can take to accomplishing the exact same thing. How amazing would that be? Step 1, write this down. The dopamine drive. A lot of men walk around with this limiting belief thinking that attraction is purely about looks or about status. It's either there or it isn't. Or they walk around with the limiting belief going, I need to be constantly impressive to keep someone, a gorgeous girl, an amazing lady, to keep her interested. Many successful men believe that initial attraction is a superficial phenomenon, or that they must continuously perform to maintain interest. So they're afraid to let go every now and then. This leads to a focus on external validation and a fear of losing the spark. Now, the truth is, initial attraction is a very dynamic neurochemical process driven by dopamine. And it's about creating novelty, it's about creating reward, it's about anticipation. It's not just about being impressive. Being is a small part of it, but again, it's just a small part of it. See it like this. Dopamine is the brain's reward chemical, right? Driving motivation, it drives pleasure, and it drives the pursuit of novel experiences, new experiences, the unknown, adventure. Like myself, I'm a very adventurous person. In attraction, it's triggered by anticipation. It's triggered by unexpected positive interactions. It's triggered by the feeling of progress towards a desired outcome. Understanding this allows you to intentionally create experiences that activate dopamine, keeping that initial interest alive and fueling a desire for more, both in a romantic partner but also in a business associate. So how can you consciously create this? There are some action steps that you can take. For example, create micro rewards. In conversations, offer unexpected insights. Share a compelling story or ask a question that genuinely sparks curiosity. And these small but positive surprises triggers dopamine. Introduce novelty. For example, your routine suggests new experiences, especially in a relationship. Don't always do the same things. Take her on an emotional roller coaster. Bring fresh perspectives to discussions. Predictability can dampen dopamine, but novelty keeps the brain engaged and seeking more. So there you go. And focus on progress. Focus on enjoying the path. Don't focus on perfection. Like in business, celebrate small wins and show how efforts are leading to larger goals. The same goes for dating. Highlight shared growth or new discoveries about each other. This sense of forward momentum is a very powerful dopamine activator. Now, step 2, the oxytocin bond. A lot of guys walk around with this serving belief that, for example, trust is built purely on logic and reliability. The emotions don't factor in. In Holland, we say we frame it with logic, and you neglect the emotions. You forget about the emotions. Another serving belief is that being real, being sincere, and showing a bit of a weakness is a weakness. Look, many high achievers, many guys like me, constantly plowing forwards. We believe that trust is a purely rational calculation, or that emotional openness is a liability. Led me to have very guarded interactions. And I see this with a lot of high achieving men. They have very guarded interactions, preventing the deep, intuitive bonds that drive true loyalty, that drive true commitment. So they miss the biological imperative for connection. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, is crucial for trust. It's crucial for empathy, for attachment, and It's released through physical touch, appropriate to context. It's triggered through shared experiences, through mutual sincerity, realness, being real with each other. It's triggered through acts of care. And understanding oxytocin means recognizing that deep trust is not just about delivering on promises. It's about creating emotional safety and shared humanity. A lot of high achievers, and I saw it in the pickup artist community as well, the guys that were plowing away and trying to be the alpha PUA, they could not create deep trust with people around them, not even with the women, because they had a really hard time showing their human side. People, in general, we do not like to emotionally bond with someone that is closed off, that seems like a social robot. So a lot of those guys, they were amazing in picking up women, but they were also very amazing and very fast to lose them again. So understand that understanding oxytocin means recognizing the human side in each other and in yourself. We're humans. We bond over shared humanity, whether it's a romantic partner or a business relationship. If there's no shared humanity, there's nothing there. So keep that in mind. How can you put this to practice? Try to practice active, empathic listening. Try to truly hear and validate other people's feelings. For example, when one of your team members shares a challenge, or one of the ladies you date expresses a concern, respond with empathy, not just a logical solution. By responding with empathy, you build emotional safety. Share appropriate realness. Reveal a personal challenge that you overcame. Reveal a lesson learned through hardship, through emotional hardship. Share a genuine aspiration. These things signal trust and invites reciprocity, triggering oxytocin release. What else can you do? You could facilitate shared experiences. In business, organize team building events, engage in hobbies together, or simply go out and share a meal and be real with each other. That's a moment where you can actually be real with each other and get to know each other. These shared low-stress interactions are very powerful oxytocin activators. And they are the ground for camaraderie, for loyalty. And not only in business surroundings, but also with your friends, the lady that you date, or the ladies that you date. Keep that in mind. Step 3, serotonin stability. And this will help you cultivate respect and inner calm. I've been around a lot of higher ranked PUAs. I spend a lot of my time around pickup artists and teaching. And some of the bigger names had this very limiting belief. That belief was, to be respected, I need to project dominance and control. You know anyone who tries to out-dominate you and out-control you? How does that make you feel? Some men believe that respect is earned through displays of power or maintaining an unshakable stoic facade, which basically leads to an intimidating presence that commands compliance, but man, it just makes people not connecting to you. It stifles genuine connection. It stifles genuine admiration. These guys fail to realize that true respect comes from a place of inner stability, not external authority, not dominance, not trying to be right all the time. I want to give you an alternative perspective. Serotonin is a key neurotransmitter for mood regulation, for feelings of well-being and social status. And high, balanced serotonin levels contribute to a sense of inner calm, to confidence, self-assuredness. These are traits that naturally command respect and inspire trust. And when you embody this emotionally stable, calm presence, you actually become a calming force, an attractive force, rather than a demanding one. Allows people to actually want to connect with you instead of feeling forced to connect with you. So how can you put this to action? Master self-regulation, emotional self-regulation. Develop practices like mindfulness, like meditation, consistent exercises to manage your stress levels. Maintain that emotional balance. Your calm presence will be felt by others. Your domineering presence will also be felt by others. Your calm presence will pull people towards you like a magnet. Your domineering presence will push people away. You will feel like you're the person who's right, but you will only scare people away. People do not like to be around people who try to domineer their way up and try to out-alpha others. Lead with quiet confidence. Instead of having that need to dominate every conversation, speak with conviction when necessary. Instead of trying to speak all the time and trying to be right all the time. Speak with conviction when necessary. Be comfortable in silence. When you are comfortable in silence, you communicate inner strength, and you actually communicate way higher social status than a guy that is trying to out-alpha the social group around him. And I want to finish this off with, just act with integrity, act with consistency. Serotonin levels are boosted when our actions align with our values. So basically, being a man of your word, both in business and in your personal life, in your love life. Make sure to build a reputation for reliability, because that will earn deep respect. Make sure that you do what you say you're going to do, that you don't do things that you don't really want to do. Make sure that all of your actions align with your values. If you don't know what your values are, go and find out. Don't do things that do not align with your values. It will take you down. I've done it a lot. Step number 4, endorphins. We're gonna share joy and overcome challenges. Too many guys walk around with this limiting belief that relationships are serious business and that there's no time for frivolous fun. That is something that I noticed specifically with high achievers, because they were accustomed to intense focus, so they neglect the power of shared joy and collaborative problem solving in a fun way. A lot of these guys saw lightheartedness as being geeky, being too silly, being unproductive. Believe that asking for help diminishes their authority. Now, all of this prevents the release of endorphins, which are very important for creating positive shared memories and building bonds, strengthening bonds. Endorphins are the body's natural painkillers, the body's natural mood elevators. And they are released during physical exercise, laughter, shared triumphs, shared wins. Activating endorphins together creates powerful positive associations, strengthening bonds through shared joy and the collective overcoming of challenges. This is crucial for cohesion, team cohesion, but also for romantic resilience. Not only in your business environment, but also in your romantic relationships. Inject humor. Be silly. Be playful. Do not be afraid to laugh. Do not be afraid to tell a lighthearted story. And do not be afraid to engage in playful banter. Shared laughter is a trigger mechanism. It makes interactions more enjoyable and memorable with you. So be that person that injects humor, that injects playfulness. It's important to strengthen social bonds. It's important for the lady that you really like to feel that emotional uplift when she's with you. Engage in shared physical activities, whether it's a team charity run, whether it's a hike with a partner, whether it's a workout, whether it's a kickboxing lesson. Physical exercising together releases endorphins, and because you do it together, it will build camaraderie. It will strengthen the relationship with your girl. Take her on a hike. Don't send her on a hike. Go hiking together. Go biking together. Go do physical stuff together outside of the bedroom. Collaborate on challenges instead of always taking on your problems alone. I can do that. I'm that guy. Like when there's a problem, I go take care of it, forgetting that I have friends, around me. Invite input from others. Work through difficulties together with your girlfriend. The shared effort and the overcoming of challenges, the triumph, will release endorphins, strengthening the bond. Step number 5, vasopressin and long-term commitment. And we're going to talk about the foundation of loyalty. I see it in the Facebook groups underneath the videos and on all social media platforms. Men especially have this non-serving belief that commitment is a logical decision and not a biological drive. And because we are men, we make a lot of logical decisions. We expect women to do exactly the same. And we forget that it's a biological drive. We are biological machines. Yes, you could make a logical decision to commit, but if you can influence a lady on an emotional level and trigger that biological drive, the commitment will be way more powerful, way deeper, way more long-lasting. A lot of guys believe that once they won her over, the work is done. No, the work is just starting. Look, some men view commitment as a purely rational agreement, where they believe that once a relationship or a business partnership is established, the work is done. No, it requires effort, ongoing effort. Because looking at things from that perspective, you overlook the powerful neurological underpinnings of long-term loyalty, which will lead to complacency, which will erode the very bond that you try to create. Is closely related to oxytocin, and it plays a very important role in long-term bonding, in monogamy, in paternal behavior. And it's activated by consistent, reliable care, shared future planning, and the perception of a partner or a team as a secure base. Has to look at you as a secure base, and she has to believe it. She has to breathe it. She has to understand, he is my security. When her brain believes that you are her stability, it will release vasopressin, and it will make her want to commit to you and stay committed to you, stay loyal to you. You don't make her commit to you and you don't make her loyal to you by saying things that, on a logical level seem rationally. You don't want to logically convince her that you are a team. You have to demonstrate it consistently. Be reliable on a consistent basis. Demonstrate consistent reliability. Be dependable. Follow through on commitments. Show up consistently. That builds a sense of security. You have to demonstrate it. Don't try to logically move your way into her life and have her commit to you. She doesn't care about the things you say. She cares about the things you are able to demonstrate consistently. Invest in shared future vision. So regularly, continuously discuss long-term goals together, your dreams together, make plans together. Do this with your team, but also with your romantic relationship, because this creates a sense of shared destiny and mutual investment. You want her to invest in you emotionally by talking about future plans, future goals, travels, the things you are going to do together. And then do them, not just talk about them. To master connection in both business and love, you have to leverage the neuroscience of dopamine, which fuels attraction and pursuit with novelty and reward. Oxytocin builds trust and deep connections through empathy and shared realness. Serotonin will help you cultivate respect and inner calm through self-regulation and integrity. Endorphins share joy together, overcome challenges to create those positive associations. The fifth one is vasopressin, which will help you build long-term loyalty and commitment through consistent care and shared future vision. These neurochemical pathways are the biological blueprint for deep human connection. Every day you operate without understanding these neurochemical drivers, you leave genuine connection, deep loyalty, and powerful influence to chance. While others are struggling with superficial interactions, you could actually be building unbreakable bonds. And that's what David did, the guy that I started off with. Remember David, the CEO who transformed his team and relationships by intentionally activating dopamine, oxytocin, and other neurochemicals? You can achieve the same if you learn how to put these things into action. If you're ready to leverage the science of connection, choose one neurochemical pathway and commit to activating this more intentionally. Start doing it this week. And share your insights in the comments. Subscribe for more advanced strategies and explore our exclusive mentorship for personalized guidance on mastering human connection. And I'm going to end it with this. Understand that the most successful leaders and the most fulfilled men, that human connection is not magic. It's magical biology, but it's biology. By mastering the neuroscience of attraction and bonding, you will gain a huge advantage. So go out there, step outside of the boardroom, go into social settings, be social, start social interactions, create interest, create some trust, connect and connect deeply, and build a life rich with purpose, rich with passion, and with profound relationships. Brother, I will see you in the next training.